Decoded.
Welcome back to Book Decoded, the show where we take these insightful reads and kind of try to serve you the most delicious, actionable nuggets of knowledge.
Yeah.
Perfect for busy people like you.
I like that.
Today, we're diving headfirst into AI for Small Business by Phil Pallen. Just reading that title, I felt like
Oh, yeah.
it was a breath of fresh air. And it promises to be the ultimate guide for supercharging your business with AI.
Yeah.
Even if you're not like a tech whiz.
Right.
And honestly, who isn't a little intimidated by AI these days? I know I was feeling totally lost before I stumbled upon this book.
That feeling is totally understandable. AI seems to be everywhere these days, and it's easy to get overwhelmed by all the jargon and the hype. What I really appreciate about Phil Pallen's approach in this book is that he really demystifies AI. He breaks it down in a way that's not only easy to understand, but also incredibly practical for entrepreneurs who are ready to kind of embrace the power of this technology.
Exactly. And speaking of demystifying AI, I think that's a great place to start. What exactly is AI, and how does it actually work?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we throw the term around a lot, but I'm not sure everyone truly understands what's happening under the hood.
You're absolutely right. At its core, AI is about creating machines that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence.
Okay.
Think, learning, problem-solving, decision-making. And while the concept of AI has been around for decades, what's really driving the current AI boom is the incredible progress in machine learning.
Okay.
A specific subfield of AI that focuses on teaching computers to learn from data.
Okay. Machine learning. So that's the engine that's making all this AI magic possible. Tell me more about that.
Exactly. Imagine instead of programming a computer with specific rules for every possible scenario, you feed it massive amounts of data and let it figure out the patterns and relationships on its own. That's the essence of machine learning. It's about training algorithms to learn from experience, just like humans do, and use that learning to make predictions, recommendations, and even take actions.
That sounds incredibly powerful, but also a bit abstract. Can you give me a concrete example of how machine learning works in the context of like a small business?
Absolutely. Let's say you run an online store.
Okay.
You can use machine learning to analyze your customer data, their purchase history, their browsing behavior, even their demographics, and create personalized product recommendations that are tailored to each individual shopper. That's what companies like Amazon are doing with remarkable success.
So instead of showing everyone the same generic products, you're using AI to create a more personalized and engaging shopping experience. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I can already see how that could lead to like increased sales and customer loyalty.
Precisely. And this is just one example.
Yeah.
Machine learning can be applied to countless aspects of a small business, from marketing and customer service to operations and finance. But here's the key takeaway. You don't need to be a data scientist or a programmer to leverage the power of machine learning. There are now user-friendly AI tools available that can handle the technical complexities for you.
That's reassuring. It's starting to feel less intimidating and more accessible. Before we jump into like the specific tools and applications, I'm curious about the different types of machine learning. The book mentions supervised and unsupervised learning.
Yeah.
Can you break those down for me?
Of course. So in supervised learning, you essentially act as a teacher, providing the algorithm with labeled data. Let's say you want to build a system that can automatically categorize customer emails as like urgent or not urgent.
Okay.
You would train the algorithm on a data set of emails that you've already manually labeled.
Okay.
The algorithm learns from this labeled data and eventually becomes capable of classifying new emails on its own. Think of it like training a digital assistant to sort your mail.
So it's like giving the AI a set of examples to learn from, so it can apply that knowledge to new situations. That makes sense. What about unsupervised learning? How is that different?
In unsupervised learning, the algorithm is given unlabeled data and tasked with finding patterns and relationships on its own.
Oh.
Think of it like giving the AI a giant puzzle and asking it to assemble the pieces without any guidance.
Oh, wow.
A great example of this is customer segmentation. Imagine feeding an algorithm all your customer data and letting it identify distinct groups of customers with similar characteristics. You might discover hidden segments that you never even knew existed.
Okay, so in unsupervised learning, the AI is more like a detective, uncovering hidden patterns and insights that humans might miss. That's fascinating. It sounds like both supervised and unsupervised learning have unique advantages depending on what you're trying to achieve.
You're exactly right. The choice of which type of machine learning to use depends on the specific problem you're trying to solve and the data you have available. But the key is to understand the basic principles behind each approach so you can make informed decisions about how to apply AI to your business.
This is all starting to click, but it's also making me realize just how much potential AI has to transform the way small businesses operate. We've only scratched the surface here, and I'm already buzzing with ideas.
Me too. And we're just getting started. In the next part of our discussion, we'll delve into natural language processing and computer vision 2, incredibly exciting branches of AI that are opening up a whole new world of possibilities for small businesses.
Okay, those sound pretty sci-fi.
Yeah.
But how do they translate to real-world applications for someone running a small business?
Right.
I'm picturing robots taking over my shop.
Don't worry, we're not quite there yet, although the applications are pretty mind-blowing. Natural language processing, or NLP, is all about AI understanding and using human language. Think chatbots that can handle customer inquiries, AI assistants that write emails, and even software that can analyze the sentiment in online reviews to gauge customer satisfaction.
So it's like having a super efficient employee who never sleeps and can understand what people are saying, even if it's buried in a mountain of text. That's incredible. What about computer vision? Is that where the robots come in?
Not exactly robots, but imagine AI that can see and interpret images and videos. Computer vision is being used in retail for virtual try-on experiences and security systems to detect unusual activity, and even in marketing to analyze customer emotions through facial expressions.
Whoa, that's next level stuff.
Yeah.
I can see how virtual try-ons could be a game changer for online retailers.
Yeah.
But analyzing emotions through facial expressions, isn't that getting a bit too Big Brother-ish?
That's a valid concern, and it's important to use these technologies responsibly and ethically. But think about it this way. AI can help you understand what truly resonates with your customers, what products or experiences genuinely delight them. That's invaluable insight for any business, big or small.
I see your point. It's about using these powerful tools to better understand your customers and create better experiences, not to manipulate or exploit them.
Exactly. And the best part is you don't need a huge budget or a team of tech experts to tap into these capabilities. Many AI tools are designed specifically for small businesses with user-friendly interfaces and affordable pricing.
That's what I love about this book. It makes AI feel attainable, not just some far-off futuristic concept.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the foundation of AI with machine learning, and we've seen a glimpse of its potential with NLP and computer vision. But how do these pieces come together in a practical way? Can you give me a real-world example of how a small business can use AI to achieve their goals?
Absolutely. The book features a case study of a landscape designer named Lupe. She had 3 ambitious goals: increase profit margins, boost client conversions, and finish construction projects ahead of schedule, all without working more hours.
Those are some lofty goals.
Yeah.
How did AI help her achieve all that?
Well, she started by identifying tasks that were time-consuming but could be automated with AI. Things like writing emails, drafting social media content, scheduling appointments, even making preliminary sales calls. AI took over these tasks, freeing up Lupe's time to focus on her core strengths: designing stunning landscapes and building relationships with clients.
So it's not about replacing humans with robots, but rather using AI to augment human capabilities and allow us to focus on the things we do best.
Precisely. To boost client conversions, Lupe started using AI-powered tools to manage live chat on her website, target ideal prospects with personalized ads, and optimize her website content for better search engine rankings.
That's like having a whole marketing team working around the clock. What about finishing projects ahead of schedule? Did AI become a project manager too?
In a way, yes. Lupe adopted AI project management tools that helped her create realistic timelines, track progress in real time, prioritize tasks effectively, and even automatically update schedules if there were delays. This helped her stay organized, anticipate potential bottlenecks, and keep her projects running smoothly.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like having an AI assistant who's constantly looking for ways to make your business more efficient and effective. But I have to admit, the thought of choosing from hundreds of different AI tools out there feels a bit overwhelming. Where do you even begin?
That's a common challenge, and the book offers a very practical, phased approach to AI adoption. The key is to start small and focus on 1 or 2 tasks you want to improve.
Okay.
Then research and test out various tools, taking advantage of free trials whenever possible.
So don't try to boil the ocean.
Right.
Pick a specific problem you want to solve with AI and go from there.
Exactly. And once you've narrowed down your options, get feedback from your team before committing to any specific tool. It's about finding the right fit for your specific needs and workflow.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But before we get too carried away with all these fancy tools, I'm reminded of something you mentioned earlier. Data. AI needs data to work its magic right. What kind of data are we talking about, and how much do you need to get started?
You're hitting on a crucial point. Data is the fuel that powers AI. Think of it as the raw ingredient that AI algorithms use to learn, make predictions, and provide valuable insights.
Okay, so what kind of data are we talking about here?
It depends on your business and the specific AI applications you're using, but generally it could be anything from sales records and customer interactions to website activity and social media engagement. The good news is you probably already have a lot of valuable data at your fingertips.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
But do you need to be like a data expert to make sense of it all? I'm not exactly a spreadsheet wizard.
Don't worry, most AI tools are designed to be user-friendly even for non-technical folks. They often come with built-in analytics dashboards that visualize your data and provide easy-to-understand insights. The key is to start experimenting, to play around with different tools and see what kind of data you can extract and what stories it tells you about your business.
That's encouraging. It's starting to feel like AI isn't just for tech giants. It's something that any small business can embrace and benefit from.
That's exactly the message Phil Pallen conveys in his book, and we've just begun to explore the possibilities.
Wow. Sounds like AI can touch virtually every aspect of a business. I'm excited to see what other insights we uncover. So we've talked about AI being able to automate tasks and personalize customer experiences, but I'm curious about those big picture decisions. Can AI help with things like strategy, risk management, even innovation?
You're hitting on some of the most exciting applications of AI. It's not just about automating tasks, it's about using AI to make smarter decisions, identify opportunities, and even predict the future, in a sense.
Predicting the future. Okay, now you're really getting my attention.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Well, maybe not predicting the future with 100% certainty, but AI can analyze massive amounts of data, historical trends, market shifts, even seemingly unrelated events to identify patterns and predict potential outcomes with remarkable accuracy.
That's mind-blowing. But how can a small business owner actually USE this kind of predictive power? I'm not running a Fortune 500 company here.
The beauty of AI is that it's becoming increasingly accessible to businesses of all sizes. Think about a small retail shop. AI can analyze their sales data, social media trends, even weather patterns to predict which products will be in high demand and when. This allows them to optimize their inventory, avoid stockouts, and even run targeted marketing campaigns.
So it's about using AI to anticipate customer needs and market shifts rather than just reacting to them after the fact. It's a huge competitive advantage.
Exactly. And it's not just about sales and marketing. AI can also play a crucial role in risk management. Imagine a small manufacturing company using AI to monitor their equipment for signs of wear and tear. AI can predict potential failures before they happen, allowing the company to schedule preventative maintenance and avoid costly downtime.
That's incredible. It's like having an AI crystal ball that can help you avoid disasters and make proactive decisions.
That's a great analogy, and it's not just about avoiding risks. AI can also help you identify opportunities that you might have otherwise missed. Think about a small restaurant owner using AI to analyze customer reviews, social media posts, even local events to identify emerging food trends and preferences.
Yeah.
This allows them to adapt their menu, create new dishes, and stay ahead of the competition.
This is making me realize that AI isn't just a tool for efficiency and automation. It's a tool for creativity and innovation as well.
That's a fantastic insight. AI can be a powerful catalyst for innovation, helping small businesses explore new ideas, experiment with new approaches, and even create entirely new products or services.
Okay, I'm officially convinced that AI has the potential to transform small businesses in incredible ways. But I have to ask, what about the human element? Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
That's a common fear, but the reality is that AI is most effective when it works in collaboration with humans, augmenting our strengths and freeing us from repetitive or mundane tasks.
Yeah.
The key is to embrace AI as a partner, not a replacement.
So it's about finding the right balance, using AI to enhance our capabilities and allow us to focus on what we do best.
Yeah.
Creativity, problem solving, and building relationships.
Exactly. And that brings us back to Phil Pallen's book. It's not just a technical manual about AI. It's a guide for small business owners who are ready to embrace the power of this technology and use it to achieve their goals.
This book has been a real eye-opener. It's made AI feel less intimidating and more accessible than ever before.
I'm so glad to hear that. And that's the ultimate goal of Book Decoded, to empower you with the knowledge and inspiration to take action. So if you're a small business owner who's curious about AI and its potential to transform your business, I highly recommend checking out AI for Small Business by Phil Pallen.
Absolutely. It's packed with practical advice, real-world examples, and even a comprehensive list of AI tools that you can start using today.
Oh, this has been such a fascinating discussion. Thanks for breaking it all down for
It's
us.
been my pleasure.
Till next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.